Hello friends, today we are going to see the active and passive sentences from the chapter His First Flight. I have collected here the active sentences and then I have changed them into the passive form. Okay, so let's see the active and passive sentences from the chapter His First Flight. Here is the first sentence. He bent his head. Active. His head was bent by him. Passive sentence. He felt the heat. Active sentence. The heat was felt by him. Passive sentence. He closed one eye. Active sentence. One eye was closed by him. Passive sentence. They took no notice of him. Active sentence. He was taken no notice by them. Passive sentence. He saw his two brothers. Active sentence. His two brothers were seen by him. Passive sentence. She tore a piece of fish. Active sentence. A piece of fish was torn by her. Passive sentence. The food maddened him. Active sentence. He was maddened by the food. Passive sentence. He loved to tear food. Active sentence. Food was loved to tear by him. Passive sentence. He cried her. Active sentence. She was cried by him. Passive sentence. She screamed back derisively. Active sentence. Derisively was screamed back by her. Passive sentence. He kept calling plaintively. Active sentence. Plaintively was kept calling by him. Passive sentence. He uttered a joyful scream. Active sentence. A joyful scream was uttered by him. Passive sentence. She halted there. Active sentence. There was halted by her. Passive sentence. He waited a moment. Active sentence. A moment was waited by him. Passive sentence. He dived at the fish. Active sentence. The fish was dived at by him. Passive sentence. Hunger maddened him. Active sentence. He was maddened by hunger. Passive sentence. A monstrous terror seized him. Active sentence. He was seized by a monstrous terror. Passive sentence. The wind rustled his breast feathers. Active sentence. His breast feathers were rustled by the wind. Passive sentence. He felt uneasy. Active sentence. Uneasy was felt by him. Passive sentence. He flapped his wings. Active sentence. His wings were flapped by him. Passive sentence. He answered her with another scream. Active sentence. He was answered with another scream by him. Passive sentence. His father flew over him. Active sentence. He was flown over by his father. Passive sentence. He saw his two brothers. Active sentence. His two brothers were seen by him. Passive sentence. He completely forgot that. Active sentence. That was completely forgotten by him. Passive sentence. He saw a vast green sea. Active sentence. A vast green sea was seen by him. Passive sentence. He turned his beak. Active sentence. His beak was turned by him. Passive sentence. His legs sank into it. Active sentence. It was sunk into by his legs. Passive sentence. The strange exercise exhausted him. Active sentence. He was exhausted by the strange exercise. Passive sentence. His belly touched it. Active sentence. It was touched by his belly. Passive sentence. He dropped his legs. Active sentence. His legs were dropped by him. Passive sentence. The sun was ascending the sky. Active sentence. The sky was being ascended by the sun. Passive sentence. His father was preening his feathers. Active sentence. His feathers were being preened by his father. Passive sentence. His mother was looking at him. Active sentence. He was being looked at by his mother. Passive sentence. She was flying across to him with it. Active sentence. It was being flown across to him with by her. Passive sentence. She was standing on a little high hump. Active sentence. A little high hump was being stood by her. Passive sentence. He was soaring the sky. Active sentence. The sky was being soared by him. Passive sentence. His family was screaming him. Active sentence. He was being screamed by his family, passive sentence. His family was threatening him, active sentence. He was being threatened by his family, passive sentence. His parents were beckoning him, active sentence. He was being beckoned by his parents, passive sentence. Their bigs were offering him, active sentence. He was being offered by their bigs, passive sentence. He had taken a little run, active sentence. A little road had been taken by him, passive sentence. He had washed his parents, active sentence. His parents had been washed by him, passive sentence. The whole family had walked the plateau, active sentence. The plateau had been walked by the whole family, passive sentence. He had not eaten since the previous nightfall, active sentence. The previous nightfall had been not eaten by him, passive sentence. His mother had picked up a piece of the fish, active sentence. A piece of the fish had been picked up by his mother, passive sentence. His sister had landed Green Sea, active sentence. Green Sea had been landed by his sister, passive sentence. He had made his first flight, active sentence. His first flight had been made by him, passive sentence. Thanks for watching me here. If you want new videos from me, then please subscribe my channel. Thank you. Bye.